Good folks, what is up and how are you doing? This is your favorite struggling R&B producer, Valentine D Plug, and I don't know what you expected if you thought that I was gonna produce anything else except for R&B, but here the fuck we are, and we are producing some R&B. So let me hit you up with a preview. After that, I'm gonna just break down my chord progression because we are building this sample from scratch, and I already know that I'm adding some guitar. Alright, beautiful people, welcome back here in FL Studio. Let me introduce you to the Mark 1. The Mark 1 Scar B is responsible for playing this super smooth chord progression that I just want to break down a little bit. So what we are working with here, if I remove this A sharp, is an F minor 7 chord, transitions into a G augmented 7 chord, that goes into a C minor 7 chord, actually C minor 9th chord, excuse my French, and that goes into a C sharp diminished 7 chord. You get me? Now here, actually I got the same F minor 7 chord, but I augmented the root note, goes back into the same G augmented 7 chord. Now this is where we get kind of a ladder. This actually goes into a G minor chord, goes into a G dominant 7 chord, goes into an inverted C minor 7 chord, and it lands back onto that G dominant 7 chord. It might sound mad esoteric to you, but this is what it sounds like right now. Like it, it's super dreamy, gives me that real vulnerable bedroom vibes. I like it. Not bedroom as in freaky time, but bedroom more as in lamenting, reminiscing, reflecting in your bedroom. I like that real vulnerable R&B vibes. So this chord progression would not have been this chord progression without this augmented 7 chord and this diminished 7 chord. Use them to add some flavor to your chord progressions, man. They are the sauce that you need for R&B. Stop using only minor and major 7 chords because there's much more to do. All right. Cool. So why don't I go grab my guitar and we are gonna lay down a little bit of chords. Alright, so here I am. I got my little guitar. What I'm thinking is that I am going to be playing an F minor 7 chord here on the 9th fret. Is it the 9th fret? No, I think it's the 8th fret. My bad. On the 8th fret. Then I'm transitioning to the 3rd fret for an F augmented chord, not playing the augmented 7th. Then I am transitioning to the 3rd fret for that C minor 7 chord. And with an upstroke, I'm going to end the phrase. Then for the second part, I am going for another F minor 7 on the 8th fret. I am going for another G augmented chord, but I'm returning to the 8th fret for a C minor 7 chord. And then I kind of have to switch back here. This doesn't make sense. I'll figure it out, but you kind of have a general idea of what I'm going to do. Alright, so after recording this is basically what it sounds like. Very, very, very raw and unprocessed, but I'm gonna play it for y'all. Hold on. I am absolutely in love with this smooth and soothing sample. One little pattern, that I want to give a little shout out to is this pattern that I played using electric guitar Sunburst. Is the Latin Love C muted pattern. That's those muted tuk 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 what you'll be hearing left and right. I think that definitely adds a very important flavor to the beat. So I'm gonna be expanding this by getting myself a pad and a vocal sample, and after that it is completely drum time. already got this super duper solid vocal sample, but it does need some processing. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna take out auto tune. I'm using it with UAD because I have a UAD interface. Hold it to soprano, set it to F minor, set the retune speed all the way to 0 because I need that artificial effect. I need it to sound artificial. Turn up the UNIs just a little bit, and this is what it's gonna sound like. Boom, perfect. That's exactly what I need. Cool, so I'm gonna take out my EQ. I'm using Neutron's EQ as usual. Pretty big shells, pretty radical big shells. I'm not afraid to do that. That's exactly what I need. Perfect, thank you. What it sounds. Boom, exactly what I need. Now I have it sent to reverb and delay for some added wetness. Also, what I'm gonna do, add a chorus effect. Turn down the mix a little bit. Boom, exactly what I need. Doubler 4 stereo by ways. Turn down the gain of the main voice, pitch down 2 of these voices. Boom, perfect, exactly what I need. Now I need to bring it together in terms of dynamics. I'm taking out an 1176, set the input to 18, set the output to 36. Boom, perfect. Now I got the perfect vocal sample. Alright, so I got a pad out of Analog Lab. It is the Baby Angelic pad from the Loophole kit. Now what I'm gonna do, add a little bit of volume pump in, set the mix down to 32, set it down to 1/4. Thank you. Now also some pan, because I like the pan modulation. Set it down to 50, 40 because I don't want it to be too apparent. Now here's where the sauce comes. I'm gonna be adding some filter modulation as well. I'm gonna pick a random rhythm preset, set down the mix. Let's see what it sounds like. Boom, gives it plenty of sauce. Add a little bit of chorus too. And then the pad is perfect. So drop it into the playlist. Good folks, we are ready to flip. Yo, I've been working in really concentrated fashion, but the beat I got, wow, it is a vibe. Hell, I could definitely even imagine myself listening to it as I'm just driving home from a studio session late at night. It's 1 a.m. I'm thinking about my girl. Feel me? Wow, I caught a vibe from this beat, and I'm so super happy about it that this beat is coming together so nicely, man. Usually when I don't know what to add, in terms of, the big apparent things, I usually just go and play with effects. So I am looking for just some vinyl noise loops, which I'm just gonna stretch the tempo. I think this will work, or maybe not, or maybe I'll just put RC20 on my master and make sure that the only thing that it's using is the noise, because I really like the idea of having a little bit of vinyl noise on my beat. So we're gonna take out RC20. We're gonna turn everything off. Also the EQ, we're gonna set it to vinyl 2 because that's the one I like using the most. All right, so a couple of details that I do want to add is percs. Hold on. That's what I'm gonna be adding to the beat. I also got a couple of percs here, which I got from a Cash Money AP Shows the Screen kit. And I am going to be working those in a beat just for a little bit of added bounce, you feel me? Okay, I've really been holding off because I didn't want to cut this video short, but I guess I just have to admit that this is the end of the video. The beat is done. And if you disagree with me, if you feel that there's anything else I could have added, please drop it in the comments because I am running out of ideas of what to show y'all and what I want to add to the beat. And honestly, I feel that I have a complete beat. So there's really no more point in me just stressing over the little details. You know, I got a good beat. I got a good beat going on. So, y'all beautiful folks, thank y'all for watching the vid. I hope you were entertained by it. Y'all be easy. I'm gonna see you in the next. Peace.